There is a moment in every school day when even the strongest educators feel the emotional tension rising. It could be during a difficult class transition, in the middle of overwhelming paperwork, or right after a challenging conversation with a parent or administrator. No matter how experienced you are, your nervous system reacts first. And for many educators, the real challenge isn't the workload, it's the emotional overload that comes with carrying so much responsibility. Today, we're talking about how to regulate your emotions in real time using one simple but powerful slice of the C.A.L.M.M. Advantage. My emotional regulation method designed specifically for educators and school leaders who are trying to stay grounded under pressure. The truth is that emotional regulation is not just a personal skill, it is a professional skill. In today's educational climate, teachers are managing more needs, more paperwork, more behavioral challenges, more pressure to remain calm, even when the environment is anything but. Neuroscience tells us that when the nervous system becomes overwhelmed, your brain literally loses access to the clarity, empathy, and decision-making abilities you normally rely on. Emotional regulation isn't about pretending you're fine. It's about retraining your internal system to shift out of survival mode so you can lead your classroom with steadiness and confidence. In the C.A.L.M.M. advantage, the first step is to center with breath, and today we are focusing solely on this practice as the foundation for real-time regulation. When your breath is dysregulated, your brain interprets it as danger. But when your breath becomes structured and intentional, it sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe, grounded, and capable. This single shift opens the door to better communication, better leadership, and better emotional control. One of the simplest emotional reset techniques is what I call the 4-4-6-3 pattern. You inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale slowly for 6, and pause for 3 before your next breath. That 6-second exhale is the science-backed key. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system and lowers cortisol quickly. The longer exhale is what moves you out of reactivity and into regulation. And this works fast, usually within 60 seconds. Imagine an educator who is walking into a classroom after lunch, already aware that the energy is high. Before opening the door, she pauses in the hallway, places one hand on her diaphragm, and practices the 4-4-6-3 breath just twice. By the time she steps into the room, she is no longer bracing herself. She is intentionally leading the emotional tone. That shift affects her voice, her pacing, and her ability to de-escalate challenges before they begin. Consider a principal preparing for a difficult conversation with a teacher who feels undervalued. Instead of rushing into the meeting with adrenaline still high from the previous interaction, he takes 60 seconds in his office to slow his breath and extend his exhale. That moment of neural recalibration allows him to enter the conversation with clarity instead of urgency, which completely changes the emotional climate of the meeting. Or picture a teacher ending a long day where multiple transitions felt chaotic. They sit in their car before leaving campus, grip the steering wheel, and feel the weight of the day in their shoulders. Instead of taking that tension home, they practice 2 slow rounds of the 4-4-6-3 breath and feel their nervous system soften. They're not fixing the day, they are simply closing the loop, refusing to carry unresolved stress into their evening. This is emotional regulation in real life, practical, quick, and repeatable. The power of this breathing technique is not that it solves every problem, but that it restores your access to the part of your brain responsible for decision making, empathy, timing, and communication. When educators regulate first, they teach and lead from a grounded place. Their tone becomes more predictable, their directions become clearer, their patience increases, and students feel safer, which changes everything. Here's what I want you to try today. Choose one moment, just one, when you will pause before reacting. It might be right before you take attendance, right before a challenging class period, or right before responding to an emotionally charged email. In that moment, practice 2 rounds of the 4-4-6-3 breath and simply notice what shifts in your body and mind. Emotional regulation is not about perfection. It is about interrupting the pattern long enough for your nervous system to soften and your clarity to return. You will be amazed at how something so simple can create such a powerful internal shift. If this masterclass is helping you, I want to pause right here and invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another educator or school leader who needs emotional support during this season. Your engagement helps this channel reach more people who are carrying heavy loads and need emotional regulation tools that truly work. As you continue growing as an educator and leader, remember this truth. Your calm is not a luxury. It is a leadership tool. When you regulate your internal world, you transform the way you teach, the way you communicate, and the way you impact your students. Your presence matters. Your emotional tone matters. And your ability to remain grounded in the face of pressure is one of the strongest gifts you bring to your school community. If you're ready for your next step, watch the next video in this series where we go deeper into strengthening your emotional resilience and building a healthier internal ecosystem using the C.A.L.M.M advantage. And don't forget to download the emotional regulation guide in the description below. I'm glad you're here, and I'm honored to walk this leadership and wellness journey with you.